Welcome back to Ugly Truck, and welcome back to part 2 of this 6-liter rebuild. If you caught part 1, we got our short block put together and painted and looking snazzy, ready for some cylinder heads. But first, we're gonna throw some new valve springs and guide seals in these heads. So let's get started.
Going?
Sure.
All right, so we're back. If you've been following the channel, which you should be, of course, subscribe, you would know that we're doing 2 of these 6 liters. Today we're gonna get the heads freshened up on this one, put one of them completely together.
Yep.
And the other 6-liter, we sent the heads out for that one also at the same time.
Yep.
And got it back, and they are cracked. Okay.
Yep.
So they do, LS engines, they do tend to crack between the 2 valves. There are other places that they crack also, but that's a real common crack right there. I did clean them up a little bit before I sent them off.
Yeah.
You know, trying to avoid that, because some of them are so bad you can see it without them doing it.
Yeah.
The machine shop doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, but not in this case. Both sides cylinder heads had that crack in the exact same spot. Okay, so we do have another set of heads at the machine shop, and we're waiting to hear back on those. Hopefully they're good.
Yep.
And they will be done. But this is the way that they come back to me from the machine shop when they are okay. Okay.
Okay.
They did take. Oops. Oh no, they have been resurfaced. Okay. There's a little stamp down here. It tells me how much they've taken off of them. They took 6 thousandths of an inch off of it. Right? Is it 0.06? 0.006?
006.
Right? Okay, so the other head's exactly the same. They took the same off of it, and the reason they did it, they were flat, but aluminum heads will get what's called a fire ring from the gasket kind of imprinted into it. Okay?
Okay.
And that takes care of that problem. Aside from that, makes the heads a little, your compression just a little higher. So
Makes it lighter too when you go to install them.
yeah, lighter. That's right. I didn't think about that. All right, can I have my stamp back? So we got to get some new seals and springs in this head. All right.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, we're going to take each individual valve out. Okay. I'm going to set them on another cart in line, so we make sure we keep that valve for that seat, right?
Yep.
Okay. And we're also going to replace the springs, so we don't really care about saving the springs, but we will keep the retainer and the valve keepers with that particular valve.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do that.
Cool.
This is a valve spring compressor.
One of our auction finds.
Yep, pretty handy. I have done these with a giant C-clamp, right?
Yeah.
Don't let the head fall over. All right. So we'll keep that keeper.
All right.
Okay. And we're not going to reuse the spring.
All right.
Okay. And you pull the valve out. All right.
Sweet.
Each one of the valves, we're going to take a look at them. We're going to look for any kind of pitting, okay?
Okay.
Or any kind of imperfection on them, but these look pretty good. So you take a good look at them, all right? Also, valve stem wear, we'll take the seal out first. Let's take it all apart first, and then we'll worry about valve stem wear.
Okay.
Okay. Magnet works great on these.
Yep.
All right. There for now. card a little closer to me. That would be nice.
It has wheels.
Huh?
It has wheels.
Ooh, that one's tight. Tight. Okay. Figure that out. Alright. They're usually not tight. Okay, that's where the magnet comes in.
Yeah.
Okay. Do that. Yeah. Ooh, why is that one tight? Huh? Okay, so what's that, an intake?
Two
An
intakes.
intake and an intake.
And the other exhaust one you said was tight.
So both those intakes, were any of the other ones tight that I took out?
This exhaust.
Okay. Okay. Maybe they're just dirty.
Dirty?
Think?
Could be.
Okay, the seals. They come right off. There's nothing really, they're just sitting on there, but they get kind of stuck down with the old oil. Okay?
Okay.
So they pull right off. So that's no big deal. No special tool required. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there is a mess underneath them. So another huge reason for taking these apart and getting rid of them, putting new ones in, because it's dirty.
Gross.
Right?
It's got some muck on it.
So, let's look at these valves. Alright, so it was the seals that were tight. So, that's nice. Mm-hmm. You know? Not this one.
That one's tough.
Okay. Just lube it up a little bit. It's that one, right? Okay, it's just got junk in it. That's the problem. Right?
It's not where you want junk.
No. See,
There you go.
so there it's fine. Right?
Yep. You can see how dirty it was in there.
Yeah. Alright, so. Cool. keep them in order.
Yep.
Very important. Let's clean this head off. We'll hit it with some brake clean. Try and get rid of all that stuff. Okay?
Okay.
Look good?
Pretty sweet.
Okay. Okay, good to hear.
Sweet.
Alright, so take a look at all the seats on it, okay? Look for same thing, any kind of imperfections, some pitting or something on them. If there's something not right on them, it's pretty apparent, but okay.
Okay.
Looks pretty good, right? Alright, so these springs, no more, okay?
Okay.
Never to be used again.
Alrighty.
Set them over there. It's a V8 engine. How many springs do you think are on this side?
On this side, there's 8.
Yes, correct. Okay?
There's 9 on the other side.
Yep. So let's find 8 springs. Okay? We're going to replace it with the stock GM springs. Okay?
Are all the springs the same?
Yep. The intake and exhaust valve springs are exactly the same on these.
Huh.
Okay? It's going to take more time to get them out of the package than it does to assemble the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Juice is good at opening packages. Juice, help. Here, you want help? Come here. Yeah. Can you open it? Can you open valve springs? Ripley, you want a valve spring?
What do they taste like? Okay. Alright, so you're recording?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so each valve, you're going to take a look at them, make sure the face looks okay on them, okay?
Okay.
No pitting or a crack. Exhaust valves, a crack. Definitely see that. But you look at the valve and you can measure it with a micrometer too to see how much wear it is. But I'm just going to put it in the valve guide, okay, that it sits in, and hold it a little bit away from its seat, okay, so the seat's not, holding it in place,
Okay.
right? And I'm gonna wiggle the valve and see how much play it has in it, okay? And they have very little clearance between the stem and the guide. It's like, on average, it's like 3 to 4 10,000ths of an inch, I believe. So not very much. So when one does move too much in the guide, you know that it's not right.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it all that much on this head, but
Okay.
it barely moves, okay? And that's without any oil or anything in it. So I'm gonna take and add a little bit of oil to the stem. All right.
Okay.
And put it back in. And then with oil in it, it hardly moves at all, okay?
Okay.
So That takes care of that. All right.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna do that with every valve. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna check every valve like that. Some of these need to be cleaned a little bit. There's a bunch of junk on the tops of them, or the backs of them, basically. So I'm gonna clean all that off of them when we do it. I'll just wash it off with a rag because it's pretty soft right there. But if it had any like large clumps of carbon or something like that, I would clean them. But all right, okay. Valve guide seals on these heads, LS heads. There's red and black. Okay. The red ones, exhaust.
Yep.
Okay, exhaust valve, and then the black ones are on intake valves. They fit right over it. So, Velcro, okay?
Not Felt Pro?
No, not Velcro.
Oh, okay.
Velcro, they come with a little sleeve to put over the end of the valve stem.
Oh, as you push it
for
through?
The guides. Yeah, but I'll just gently push them through, okay?
Yeah.
And the new valve seal, it'll hold that still, okay? It'll stop that valve from dropping down out of there.
Cool.
Okay, so I just go through and I do all of them like that. Okay, intake. Yep. Like I said, the exhaust are red. Okay.
Cool.
Gently push them up through. Okay. Can you see the need for keeping them in order?
Yeah.
Also, if you just take them from the machine shop and install them like this, those valves are dry. You know? So you definitely want to take them apart and get some lubricant on it. Okay?
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay. I'm going to feel them. Feel how much play each one of them has. Again, all right, just to check. They all feel really nice. Okay?
Sweet.
All right, so new spring for each one of them. The springs are all the same, intake and exhaust. It's a stock camshaft, so it's stock tension springs. Put our keepers back up. Do them in order, like I said before, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Just one per valve, though.
Right. If you put two valve keepers on there, it makes the valve spring collapse a little too much.
Yeah.
Doesn't work very well.
Little tight that way.
Little tight. Yep. Okay, so I even keep with the same keepers for that valve. I don't know why, but it just makes sense to me to do that, you know.
Feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's just a good practice to be in, you know?
Yeah.
To keep those all the same, or to keep everything together as much as possible. Probably can't see it with my fingers in the way, huh?
Your big dumb fingers.
Okay. Cylinder head stands, I highly recommend them. It makes it a lot easier.
Pretty sweet.
They're pretty cheap. I think I got these for less than 40 bucks. But versus rolling a cylinder head around on a table,
Yeah.
it makes your life a lot easier for 40 bucks.
Yep.
Especially if you do these once in a while. There we go. Spring compressor's nice, and I don't think that you can rent them. Or I've never seen them where you could rent them. Oh, some kinds you can. There are some kind of spring compressors that you can run, but not these, I don't think. Got it.
Good job.
Thanks. Wrong direction. Oh no.
Oh no.
That happens. When you're doing this on the car,
Oh.
makes you nervous.
Yeah.
Don't put the keepers in upside down either. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
So that's it. That's it for new seals and springs on this head, okay?
Okay.
All right, so those keepers, just to make sure that you got those keepers in there, okay? Give them all a little tap. Okay. There you go.
All right.
You have it. All right. So now we can install a head. Sound fine with you?
Sounds good to me.
All right. It's kind of a sad time putting it on because then we don't get to see the pistons anymore.
I know.
So I take lacquer thinner just because a jug of that is cheaper than a bunch of brake clean.
Yep.
Okay, so I use lacquer thinner a bunch just to save some money. Okay,
Okay.
and wipe it with a lint-free rag and make sure it's nice and dry. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so now we got to go to our engine. That cylinder head is the right-hand side. The reason I know it is because it's got a plug on the right-hand side where the temperature, or yeah, where the temperature gauge would be on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Okay. Already cleaned the bolt holes out. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take and, but we need them dry. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So It's nice when it's on an engine stand. I can take each one of those bolt holes, spray it out. And you can do this with it in the, or without it being on its side, but doing it this way, I'm not spraying any kind of brake clean in the cylinders.
Yeah.
So they have a nice coating of oil in them still, you know. That way.
Yep.
Does that make sense? We want them nice and dry. Look good? Alright, so we know those holes are clean. And by the time we put the cylinder head and the bolts in there, they'll be dry, they'll evaporate.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so we got our bolt holes clean and dry, right?
Alright.
Lacquer thinner, make sure your gasket surface is the same, clean and dry. How's that look?
Beautiful. Love it.
Make sure your pistons are in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Need those.
And now's a good time to check that.
Yep. Right. Dowels. Okay.
Dowels.
Put the dowels in the engine block side. Okay. You know why?
Because it's easier?
No, they stick. They stick pretty far into the cylinder heads. Okay. So
Yeah.
do them on the engine block side. We're using a Mall cylinder head gasket.
Okay.
Okay. Mark the front. Okay. I like these. They say that these are OEM, but I would either use Mall or OEM.
Oh, really?
General Motors. Yep. Okay.
We don't like the Felt Pro head gaskets? Permatorque?
I don't like the Permatorque ones all that much on these.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's stupid, but it bugs me when you can see like the blue edge
Right.
there.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
we love Felt
Yeah.
Pro, right? Okay. All right. So everything's dry.
There we
Okay.
go.
All right. Now, new head bolts.
These are Felt Pro.
These are Felt Pro, yeah. It's got two shorter ones. Okay. They go on the outside. All right. There. And there.
Okay.
Look good?
Sweet.
Okay. What size of those? 15 probably? Oh no, I forgot to put lube underneath them.
Oh no.
Okay.
I was helping.
Good job.
Thanks.
Thank you. So underneath on the bottom shoulder of the bolt, I'm gonna put a little bit of ARP fastener lubricant. Okay.
Okay.
Just to make it torque a little better.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter on these because it's a torque turn method, but the first torque on it's 22 foot-pounds, so it'll at least make that a little bit more accurate.
Yeah.
But when you turn it 90 degrees, 90 degrees is 90 degrees, so we're going to turn it 90 degrees no matter what. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But the initial torque, the 22 foot-pounds, will be at least more accurate that way, even though 22 is not that much. .22 is equal to what?
7 corns.
Okay. And these 5, they get put in and torqued last anyway, so we'll just do them after we are done torquing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Meow.
Speed handle.
Meow. I wonder if anybody's tired of that joke yet.
Somebody will complain.
Can't wait for that comment.
I love using the speed handle.
They are fun. I like to pretend like I'm in a NASCAR pit crew or something.
Top fuel dragsters.
Ooh.
They tear those things apart a bunch with speed handles.
Jeez.
Or they used to. I don't know if they still do.
Everything.
If you'd go back in the pits, you'd see them tearing things apart with speed handles.
.22 foot-pounds.
22 foot-pounds. 5 corns. So, usual torque, center out.
Yep.
Right? We're gonna have to put the brakes on the engine stand.
Oops.
Seven, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm gonna have you do it, okay?
Oh, okay.
You do the paint dots.
Oh,
Do them at 12 o'clock,
12 o'clock.
or whatever you consider 12 o'clock, and that's what we'll start with, okay?
I'll put them on this side.
Make sure you're right at 12 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so then these that are out here on the outside, they'll be easier to get to with your paint marker.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Alright, so why do we paint mark them?
So you can tell when you do the torque turn whether you've done it or not, where you're at, in case you get distracted.
Yep. Okay. Alright, here we go. So from this point on, what we got to do is switch over to the torque turn method, right?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Okay, so it's pretty simple on this one because it is mostly 90-degree turns, okay?
Yeah.
So 90 degrees, which is a L, which stands for what?
Love.
Loser.
Oh.
Okay.
Babe.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go each 11 millimeter bolt and put a 90-degree turn on it, okay?
Okay.
On the second pass around, the 2 short 11 millimeter bolts that are on these ends, they do not get 90 degrees, they get 50 degrees, okay?
Okay.
So we will do 2 passes at 90 degrees, but not the last 2 bolts.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
They're the shorter ones, right? When you put them in.
Yeah.
The 2 short ones on the end.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, let's see, what else? Okay, so we're going to do 2 90-degree passes. So the first pass will turn this to like 3 o'clock, and then the other will make it at like 6 o'clock, all right?
Okay.
So we'll do all of it without using the angle gauge,
Oh, okay.
except for the last 2 because they get 50 degrees, and I can't judge 50 degrees very well.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
So, all right, so we're going to start from the center and work our way out. The first pass around. Like I said, I'm not going to use the degree gauge because I can gauge 90 degrees from, from this bar. If I have this, parallel to me, and then pull it straight towards me, then that's 90 degrees, right?
Yep.
All right, so let's do that. You ready?
Ready.
All right. So that's 90, right?
Sweet.
Okay, this one, 90.
Okay.
All right, 90.
90.
Okay.
Okay.
And the little short bolts, first pass around, they still get 90. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, how did I do with my dots? All right.
Good to me.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to do another 90 on all but the last two. So 8 of them, but not the last two. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And this will bring our dot down to the 6 o'clock position.
Yep.
Okay. See it?
Yep.
Oh. It's harder to turn the second time.
You want to push your brakes on?
I think they are on, aren't they? Are they? Or one of them was. That one was dry.
A little crunchy.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that's those 8, the big 11mm bolts. And the last 2, they get turned down to another 50 degrees, okay?
Okay. Right there.
Ready?
Yep. Right there.
Got it?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Right. There.
Good.
Cool.
All right. So that's it for the big 11mm bolts. All right.
Yep.
And if we hadn't done our paint dots, we would have never. You could have missed your place when you're doing it or something. But now, because we use the paint dots, we can look back at it and see that we actually hit all of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
So the only other ones to do are the small bolts, the 8mm bolts on the outside.
Are they 8s or 10s?
I think they're 8s. They have a 10mm head on them, but it's an 8mm bolt.
Oh, I see.
Okay. All right. So I got some ARP. Oh, I'm sorry. You made the speed handle noise.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Meow.
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 Put a little ARP underneath those already. Mm-hmm. Okay. The fastener lube.
Yep.
And these just get torqued down to 22 foot-pounds with a torque wrench.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 corns.
9 corns. Okay. Start center out. There you go. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I always check the center one again.
Yep.
Okay. There you have it.
All right. So now what are we doing?
Well, that was so much fun. Why don't we just do the whole thing over again?
Or we could just... Sweet. Look at that.
Pretty nice, huh? Starting to look like a motor.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for bolting down the cylinder heads. The cylinder heads are torqued on. Now this thing won't run without the rest of the valve train, okay?
Oh, okay.
So we got to put some push rods in it and some rocker arms on it, and basically after that the engine long block is complete.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
So on this motor, we are putting we'll put new rocker arm carriers, or whatever you want to call this thing.
Stands or pedestals or...
Yep. So brand new. All right. They go there.
Okay.
You definitely want to take the plastic off of them first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there you go.
Okay.
All right. And we are going to replace all of the rocker arms with brand new ones.
Ooh.
Okay. They're General Motors. They're not that expensive, so there's no sense in not replacing them. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So now I got to take them all out of the packages. Each one of them's individually packaged. So bear with me for a moment. All right. There are 8 cylinders, 2 rockers per cylinder, so that means there's
27.
no.
Oh, I was never good at math.
Yeah, your math skills are not good.
Yeah, that's why I like to use corns.
I should have been born with 16 fingers.
There you go.
That way, working on a V8 would have been a lot easier for me. All right, so I want these things lubricated, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to take 8 of them right now, and I'm going to put them in my little oil bath tub, okay? So I'm just going to look at them all first, okay? Make sure they all look okay. Don't see any kind of defects on them. think I got enough room in there for 8 of them. So there are needle bearings in there. So to me, like the only way to really make sure that I get all that oiled up is to soak them in oil.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 6, 7. I put one too many in there. Okay. All right. The push rods. Okay. Milling push rods for this motor, MPR 614.
Oh, yeah.
Part number for them. Look at them, okay? Because the number is stamped on them.
Oh,
Okay. It says that. So just make sure that that's what you are putting in it. It's hard to see, but it is on there, the part number.
Yeah.
Okay. So double check it. Make sure you're putting the right push rod in there.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be bad.
Yep. Get a little oil down on the end of it. Okay.
Okay.
Put the oiled end in. They're the same on both ends, so you don't have to worry about that. You know why I say check the number?
Because they get put in the wrong box and returned, and
Yeah, because people return them, and people that are returning stuff, they don't care
yeah.
if we put the wrong push rod in something. Okay. Look good?
Sweet.
Yeah. Give each one of them a little assembly lube, even though the rockers they're getting oiled up right now anyway, but I'm still going to give them some extra lubrication. Okay?
Okay.
Doesn't hurt anything.
Make sure you get that spot real good too.
Okay.
Don't forget that one.
Alright, so here we go.
Here we go.
This is where gloves come in. They're very handy. Alright. 1.
One.
Oh no.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Let's do some bolts.
slippery. Very slippery. Okay. There's probably a cleaner way to do this, but I don't know what it is.
Nah. A little oil never hurt anything.
You can also replace the bolts, but I don't bother.
Okay. You paying attention, Juice? Okay.
Oh, it looks so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speed handle?
Speed handle. Meow. 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 I'm gonna keep doing it till everybody hates it.
Cut. So, these get torqued to 22. Okay?
22 foot-pounds or 22 corn?
Foot-pounds.
Oh, okay.
Makes no sense.
Huh. Weird.
If you look up the procedure on this, yeah, General Motors wants you to put it at top dead center and do a certain rocker, and I don't do that. They get torqued down to 22 foot-pounds. I start in the center. I torque them down evenly, basically. Okay?
Yeah.
So the stand that they sit on, it centers them. and I just evenly draw them down, okay? Because some of them are up on a cam load. Oops, that one slipped. Okay, that one. Alright, so left side, right?
Yeah. It's like everything's the same but backwards.
8 brand new rocker arms.
Ooh.
Alright, some brand new push rods.
Very nice.
I looked at them, they are the right part number.
Okay.
Okay. If you put one in that was like an inch too long, that would be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Sweet.
Oh, come on. Come on. Alright, so I'm going to tighten them down. I'm not going to, the minute they feel snug, I stop, okay?
Okay.
The minute I feel any kind of pressure on a bolt, and then I'll tighten them down from the center out like I do everything else,
Okey-dokey.
right? With the torque wrench, so I know I don't over tighten it. I'm doing it with a speed handle because it's quicker.
Meow.
Hence the name speed handle. Right? Okay, so I feel a little bit of tension on those. They're pushing on the push rod a little, so I'll tighten them down about the same number of turns. I did that one already. And then, well, before we put the valve covers on, I'll rock the engine over, and I'll hit these with a torque wrench again.
Yeah.
Okay? Just to make sure, because I think that's why General Motors procedure is in 2 steps, because they take into account that you're pushing down on the valve.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The valve spring tension? Good. That one's down. And that was really torqued. 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 So I'll double check them all. Just make sure I didn't miss one. There you go.
Sweet.
Alright, so at this point, while everything's nice and clean, I'm gonna, I know there's nothing in the intake, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna tape it off.
Yep.
Alright? 'cause-
Nothing falls in there.
Yep. You could drop a 10mm wrench in there or something, or a
Yeah.
15mm socket or something.
Yeah, that'd be a big problem.
Yeah. So the cylinder or the intake isn't going to go on until we actually put it in the truck.
Yeah.
So these are going to be open the rest of its life until then. So you don't want an opportunity for anything to fall into them. All right, and I do have to turn the engine over, so I put a little slice in it. Okay.
Oh, so it doesn't just blow the tape off?
Yep. Miss it? Right, 1, 2, 3. Good. Look good?
Sweet.
All right, so that's it for assembling the long block on this 6-liter. That'll be it for part 2 of this one. Coming up on the part 3, we're gonna put all the covers on it, the front, the back, the valley cover, valve covers, and we're gonna show you how we do that without all the special fancy tools.
Yep.
And then we are going to put a really sweet Holley low profile oil pan on it. So
Yeah.
I always love doing that. You got to trim the baffle or the windage tray to do it,
Yep.
right? So we'll do that, and then we will have this thing done and ready to be installed in the truck at that point.
Yep.
Okay?
Sweet.
So make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and send us a ton of comments. We love them all. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the next one.